Hey everyone, welcome back. Next up we're going to be going to the Lich Yard. That gold armor that just popped up on screen is an extra stage. All you get from that is money, so don't bother with it. It's a huge waste of time. Lich Yard is pretty scary because there's a bunch of dark rooms where you have to basically memorize the room layout. This is our good man, friend Jeremiah right here. He can go that way, or he can get right in your face and mess up your burst, and he can knock you right into that pit, so be careful around him. Generally, if you think he's going to hit you, you want to turn around right there, that way he knocks you the other way. Go up here, 2 bombs. Don't hold your burst into this room, because you want to chuck a bomb right there. Burst over everything. You can see a theme. We don't want to be killing enemies, because it's going to take up a lot of time. This room, just burst right over these frogs. This is our first dark room. Just do a burst, jump over that frog and burst again, and then when you're under this ghost, you can just burst right through. Unlike other rooms of the game, you can't really burst over the top because there's a invisible wall right there that you're going to hit. So like I said, burst, jump over the frog, burst, and then burst into that ghost, and you're good. Go right over these headless skeletons. This part's interesting. You're gonna burst and jump, and then throw a bomb at this wall. That bomb's gonna scare that honcho off, and you can just keep going. This frog, you can either jump over him, well, be careful because you're gonna hit the spikes. I find that super dangerous. Some people like it, like going over it. I don't. So, let me show you how I do it. I burst here and turn around, that way that frog hits me. That way I can burst right into those spikes. Go up here. Burst like that. Be super careful, because if you miss your burst, you'll fall into those spikes. When you, since you can't see yourself changing colors in the dark room, you just gotta know that once Plague starts falling after his double jump, that's when you're able to burst again. Come in here, jump and burst, and then throw bombs at that frog. Sometimes he'll get away, that's fine. You need to move this skull over to this side. Now these frogs can be real jerks, so if they mess you up, don't worry, they mess everybody up. Burst up through here. That was a chicken. Feel free to grab it if you're doing not too great on health. Burst up here. You want to land about halfway on this platform, that way you don't get stuck waiting. From here, you want your burst to happen over this lantern. Hold on, let me kill myself, that way I can redo that room to show you the proper setup for this room coming up. So you land here, that way you don't have to wait very long. Go here. Okay. First, jump over that lantern, and then to dodge that ghost like I just did, you just hold left when you hit that middle pillar. Most speedrunners are going to skip this checkpoint, but since this is a dark room coming up, I do not blame you in the slightest for grabbing the checkpoint. You can grab it with a jump and then burst into the next room. Burst, just do long burst. Do a long burst, then long jump, then long burst. And just be careful for that frog. just to make sure you're gonna hit that platform right, you can toss a bomb to slow yourself down and get a little bit more distance. Just like here, you want to land on this platform. Go over here. You can go over or under that ghost, it doesn't really matter. And now we're coming up on Spectre Knight. There's a health and tonic right here. Super important. Let me explain how Spectre Knight works. He's gonna go back and forth across the screen and then pick a corner to attack you from. What you want to do is you want to use your burst to force him into a corner and then throw bombs while he's in that corner. And then there's one cycle of RNG that could mess you up, but we'll see how it works when we get here. Get there. Super important. You're gonna want to jump and burst right at the screen transition. That's gonna allow you to get on that platform. So he's gonna come towards you. Burst into him. I messed up. In this case, you can hit him right there. Burst, burst, and throw bombs. See, he could have shut up on the side I was at. You really want to kill him before he makes the room dark. Ideally, you'll be killing him either before or as he's judgment rushing you. But as far as beginning speedrun goes, even that fight is super okay for getting your first sub 60. And then, as always, there's a special cutscene every 3 levels. You just want to mash through it. You can mash through the potion drinking animation. And then you're out. And then the next up is the Explodatorium with everybody's favorite boss in the game. And I'll be covering that next time.